What is going on? How is everyone doing? I know it's another... Oh, there goes my ESPN app. It's Monday. I kind of had the case of the Mondays. I definitely had the case of the Mondays. I don't know about you guys. So, all right. Now, I'm glad someone brought this up in chat. Remember, the line of this LSU game is 40. Was it 40? Is it still 46? Or did it come down to 44? Regardless, keep it within 14, and I'll shave my beard on the post-game show. That's asking a lot, and I don't know. I might have a surprise for you guys on Friday. We might kind of play around with that. We'll see. I might kind of move off that a little bit, maybe increase the amount, because 14, there's just no way. There's no chance these guys keep it within 14. There's no chance. Like a 0.0002% chance. But thank you, Fiero56, for reminding everybody. Welcome to the Pig Trail Network YouTube channel / Pig Trail Podcast. For those of you watching this on the podcast, I do appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys wouldn't mind, please remember to tap the like button. I'd really appreciate it. That goes a long ways. And feel free to share the content. I see that my main girl, Kelly Marie, already did. I appreciate that. But share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, however, wherever. I'd really appreciate it. And feel free to tap to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And, of course, check out all the links provided down below. What is Ty drinking today? Oh, are we going to play that again? Well, okay. So it's from Sam's Club. Okay. I was at Sam's today looking at their knickknacks. And I used to work for those guys. I worked for that company for a while, like 13 years on and off. Started at the old Springdale Sam's Club pushing carts. Not going to lie. I'm not above that. All right. I'm a regular Joe. I'm not above it to this day. I'll go push some carts. But I did that for like 4 years. I worked in the tire shop. Then I finally found my way into the marketing program and eventually worked my way up to corporate. And then I left the company in 2014. A brief history for all two of you that might have been curious. But I do the good old days, the old Springdale Sam's Club, which is now right there next to Walmart, which is now I think it's the Walmart call center now. It's really sad. It's really sad. So many good memories at that old Springdale Sam's Club. So many crazy stories. So what I am drinking, it was from Sam's. You guys can guess. So if it's Sam's Club, you got to think about the products they carry. They do carry Coke. For those of you, quote-unquote, Coke heads, that's right. I had to tap this show as not suitable for kids. For you Coke heads, could it be a Coke product? And then, of course, they also carry Pepsi. So just saying. Apple Fanta, says Mike Griffin. I don't know that I've ever had a Fanta in my life. Let's see. Okay, I know coaching search is always the topic every single show until they hire somebody. The hot ticket of the day, someone in the media, or I don't know if they were media or not, but they're saying that there's a lot of steam behind Kiffin. So I don't know if you guys caught that. There was quite a bit of steam. And there was also, let's see. Twitter cracks me up. So let's see. All right, cranberry Sprite. Cranberry Sprite. I don't know that I've had that either. Actually, I love Sprite, regular Sprite. Ty said my name correctly. That's the biggest win of the season, Fiero. Yeah, right. So we're going to cover recruiting, basketball and football. Arkansas lost one this weekend. Holy cow, someone's got to let my dog out. Can you hear that? He screams bloody murder until someone lets him out. And none of my kids are letting him out. And this is going to go on until someone lets him out. Hang on. Wait for it. He's a Jack Russell Rat Terrier mix. He's like 12. And you would think if he didn't have the gray on his snout, you would think he was like 4. He's got the energy of a pup. He is so loud. Okay, yeah, I want to talk about that point spread too. Actually, I want to start with that. I was totally going to put that in the thumbnail and I forgot. 40. It is 46. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to double check that. That is incredible. I don't know. That's got to be the largest point spread in SEC football history since they've been doing this thing. And I wonder what the point spread would be if Chad Morris were here, because you know that plays a factor into the guys in Vegas. I'm going to pull that up here. It is so LSU was favored to win this thing at 9. Oh my God, 98.7%. Oh my God. Woo! We thought the Jack Crow era was bad. Oh, I hadn't even checked in on the. That's the Football Power Index according to ESPN. I haven't even checked in on that yet. That's the first I'm seeing of that. Oh my God, that's incredible. I mean, I was expecting high, like low 90s, high 80s. I've never seen that, and I kind of keep an eye, so to speak, on these FPIs. I don't know that I've seen that even against non-Power 5 weakling schools. Arkansas is the worst team in college football, hands down. They're already bad with Chad Morris. You were like 120. Without Chad Morris, you're like one. We don't even have a measurement for that. We don't even have a rank. You're so bad because now you're head coachless. The mess that he left behind, that you've left for the staff and Barry Loney Jr., we're not even going to factor that. 44 is the line. Oh, my God. That is so bad. Oh, man. It's not shocking. It's just, I hope to God this isn't a sign of the times that the next guy coming in, this is just Arkansas football life from here on out. That's just what it is from here on out. It doesn't even matter. You could bring Nick Saban in, and the guy couldn't turn this thing around. Oh, we just keep bad hire after bad hire. Your end result is this: a 98.7% favor of an SEC opponent. It helps that they're number one. I get that. Oh my God. Let's see. Let's ask more Gus questions so Ty can get mad. I don't get mad. It's just that topic, it's because it's such a split down the middle conversation that I'm not even interested in having right now. Auburn fans apparently, so some people that are on their boards, and you know how message board, they overreact. The free boards and the paid boards. The free board here for us, the big one is obviously Hogville, and then the paid boards is Trey Biddy and Danny West at 24/7, and then Nikki Chavanel over on Rivals. You think we get mad? Like they want him gone over there. And like I've said before, there's people here that want Gus Malzahn. They're not necessarily located. It's some people in Little Rock and it's some people in Springdale that want him here. And yeah, some of them are affiliated with the Springdale 5. And look, I liked the idea of him, a long time ago, a while back. I'm not going to lie about it because I knew the state of the program was really bad, and I felt like someone like Gus who knows and understands the state, knows and understands the program, that he could do better than the field at the time. Okay? I wasn't necessarily out here pumping for Gus, but I'm not going to lie, before they hired Chad, I was like, okay, yeah, no, you know what? He knows the state. I would take him, but I know we're going to get played. It's not I can't see it happening. And right now, I don't know that my mind has changed over the last 2 years. And especially over the last month, it's really changed. The guy can't win at Auburn. If he can't win at Auburn with the talent that program gets, what makes anybody think that he's going to even do half as good here? But having saying that, I like the coaching pool this time around. I think I might take Lane Kiffin over Gus. I think that's a possibility. I think I would like that hire a little more. I don't know that the two would work out. I have no idea, and I shouldn't even be saying what I'm saying because I'm going to get so much hate comments and hate mail and people at me in my DMs on Twitter. I don't know who the right guy is for the job. I don't. I have no idea. I really don't. The head in the football knowledge and offensive knowledge of running a program and running an offense like Bobby Petrino, and then the attributes of a player's coach and everything that Houston Nutt brought along in that category. That's what I'd be looking for. Someone who has won to some degree here, better than what we've seen out of the last two guys. Because I think Arkansas right now, whether we like it or not, they're a program that's, guys, getting to a bowl game is a victory. You get a bowl game, you bring a coach in here, year one, if he goes to a bowl game, we will name a damn street after that coach. That's what'll happen. We'll name a damn street after that coach. That's how bad things are here. So now I'm almost at the point where I'm like, I don't give a damn. Just get someone here who could get us to a damn bowl game. Get us someone who could just turn this thing around and make them halfway respectable again. And then maybe we could build on top of that. But at the same time, I also want a guy that's a home run. And I think Campbell would be a home run. I don't think they have a shot at Campbell. I think I've mentioned that here before. Maybe it was here or maybe on the Hog Talk or maybe on the Thirsty Thursday Pig Trail podcast. I don't have the right answer. And I know a lot of you think that you do. I know that our man Tim really likes. Is he here? Is Tim in chat? I don't see him. I don't see Tim. I didn't see him at the last one either. I hope he's okay. It's unlike him to miss these live shows. I know he's all about Leach. Look, I would take his offense. I just don't know. And like Peck said, our producer Porter, like he said on our Hog Talk podcast, the last episode, would that resonate here? Would his style that's worked at Texas Tech and Washington State, would it work in the SEC? And the lack, he's had some really bad defenses at those programs, and it's cost him. How would that work out here? Where you have the best talent at the collegiate level in all of college football on defense in this conference. How well would that work here? With Gus, it's the same thing. Like, well, not defensively. He's had some pretty stout defenses at Auburn, but would he be able to build a legitimate staff here? And I know we could throw out some Springdale names. I know people love to throw out those names, people he's worked with, but it's not a guarantee because this job has been a coach killer. It's been a coach killer. The last two coaches and their assistants, I don't know that very many of them outside of maybe Dan Enos, and I guess you could argue Sam Pittman to some degree, have really gone on and done much. I don't know. I'm sure I'm missing on somebody. I've always got someone that loves to call me out on even the smallest little things I get wrong. Oh, well, to hell with you. So I don't know. Maybe Gus wouldn't be able to build a staff around this program right now because of the situation of how things are. I don't know. I don't have the right answer. I just, in my opinion, just get someone here who can make the program halfway respectable. Literally anyone would be better, says Lance Merritt on Gus. I'm assuming you're talking about Gus. Please reference too, guys. I'm always going to be a little bit behind reading chat. Make sure you put who you're talking about, what you're talking about, if it's directed at me, because I have no idea what you're talking about. If you're talking about Gus, I don't know that anyone would be better, but I do think there are better candidates for sure. Anthony White says amen. Let's see. I'd rather have Kevin Kelly over Gus. No punts. No. I can't get on board with that. Guys, he's got to work his way up. It's very rare to have guys from any level underneath, Division I. It's very rare to have those guys step up into the situation that the Arkansas's in currently, that they find themselves in, and to be able to turn it around coming out of high school or the sub Division I. Let's see, Gus can't win big games at Auburn with 4 and 5 stars. We need a coach who can coach players up, not rely on what they can already do. Let's see, Leach Avenue says Kevin Kelly, and I'm telling you guys, Highway 112. Name after Bobby Petrino. Yeah, and there's that. I don't know if I'm sure you've seen it. The thing that everyone signed, the petition. Couldn't think of it. The petition is, I think it's over like 11,000 votes. I've had people trying to get me to sign it. I'm not signing it. If they hired Petrino, it'd be the biggest PR nightmare. You'd be a laughing stock of college football. I'm sorry. I know where people are coming from with Petrino. They saw what he did here, and they think that he'll be able to do that again. He won't. I don't want a coach trending down, i.e. Gus Malzahn, by Petrino. If these guys are so great, like Houston Nutt, people are wanting Houston Nutt, they would be coaching. Greg Schiano's another name that's been brought up. The guy, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I don't know what he's doing right now. Does anyone know what Greg Schiano's doing? I've heard this name brought up on the radio. I've seen it on Twitter a little bit. If he's so great, why isn't he doing great things somewhere? That's kind of my thing. Let's see. I would take Gene Chizik, but then he trashed the program on SEC Now a couple of days ago. I didn't see that one. Tony, you're going to have to fill me in on that. What did he say? Oh, I'm curious. What did he say? I love it when they trash us because sometimes it's, they're not always completely wrong. What about Kingsbury when the Cardinals fire him? Yeah, after year one, I don't know if they'll fire him, but they're kind of moving the ball a little bit on offense. He's working with a youngling at quarterback. No, but I wouldn't want him here. That was a bizarre hire to go from a failing, I don't want to call him a complete failure, but to go from a meh coach hire in the Big 12 to getting a job at Arizona. Lunny had a good presser today. He's had many. Now, something that we had Alyssa Orange. I don't know if you guys know who she is. We had her on the show, and she talked about Barry Lunny's, the media does not intimidate him at all. These are people he's known for decades. Bob and Clay and Dudley Dawson and those guys. He's known them for decades. Back when he was a recruit at Fort Smith Southside, when he eventually played for Arkansas and then coached for Arkansas, he knows these guys. So it's a little bit easier to kill it when you're familiar with the room. But saying that, now it's completely different when you're addressing the media as the tight end coach to addressing the media as the head coach. Interim, but still. And he has done a really good job. It's a good point. Let's see. He trashed it because it's rough dumpster fire, but was he wrong at the moment? No, right now it's a dumpster fire, whether people want to admit it or not. Grant Patrick says, do you think we still get Jalen Williams and KK after Chris Moore? That's what I wanted to talk about. Basketball we're going to talk about here in just a second. Kelly Marie says KK is a hog. Let's see. Ohio State defensive coordinator Greg Schiano stepped away from coaching. Yeah, if he was great, and supposedly he wants to coach. Now, I don't know how much truth there is to that, but I had heard that mentioned. If he was great, I think you would see him. And not only that, if he had the passion to coach, I want someone who has the passion. Schiano, there's no chance. There's no chance. The Kingsbury thing was somewhat tongue-in-cheek on my part. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Let's see. He's got a chance. The Super Bowl, not going to happen. Okay. All right. Now, we'll go ahead. People are asking about the basketball recruiting. I do want to get into this. Chris Moore, up until about last week, this is a big one because Chris Moore is a big-time recruit. Up until last week, it's been a roller coaster ride with him a little bit. He named his top three, and then obviously he picks who I did not know was ever considered in his top two, but apparently was, goes with Bruce Pearl at Auburn. That was unfortunate. That is, I'm not going to speculate. The money bag stuff has been put out there. I don't know that that's happened. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that was the case. However, it is very bizarre that Auburn, who we hadn't heard anything about until a little later on, and then he obviously committed to him. Look, I mean, Bruce Pearl has always been able to recruit really well. We can talk about how he got those recruits and, what he got in trouble with and everything. But I'm not going to speculate on cheating being involved. I will say it was surprising when people were were crystal balling Chris Moore and like no one knew, and there was a lot of smoke out. I thought for about a week, actually a little longer than that, he was a hog. And I heard that they were sitting pretty with him, actually. But I was always I think you guys had actually asked me on Friday. And remember how I ended that? I was like, I don't know. I'm not going to comment whether or not he commits. Because up until Friday, something happened. Something happened where he he switched. He changed his mind. 6'7", 220 pound. He's a 4. He's a power forward. Number 4 player in the state of Arkansas. It's a tough one. You're talking about West Memphis, though. That is a hard place to walk in and recruit. I'll say it's harder than if you're going to Northwest Arkansas or Central Arkansas or maybe even South Arkansas, further south. It's a little harder to grab out of Eastern Arkansas. Because of how close you are to Memphis, how close you are to the Mississippi schools, how close you are to the rest of the SEC. So it's not entirely shocking that he didn't choose Arkansas. However, gosh, hi Dad. He's watching the show, but he can't figure out how to log in to comment. Oh man, that cracks me up. But Chris Moore, so it's not entirely shocking that he goes elsewhere. It's just a place where we've seen this kind of before in that part of the state where it's, anything can happen. It's unfortunate. You do have KK up next, who I think, like as of today, I need to say this more often. As of this very moment right now, KK I think is a hog. I just believe that he is. I believe that KK is going to be the guy. I think he's going to commit. KK is obviously, 6 foot, 180 pound point guard out of Bryant. We've heard all about the, him wanting to play with some of these guys out of the state and Moses Moody and all that. But you've got Devo already committed. Okay, all right. I'm turning my phone off. Turning my sound off. My phone's going off here. So I think as of right now, you've got a really good shot with KK. As of today. I want to preference that. As of today, I think you get him. You still got Jalen Williams in Fort Smith. He's your 6'9", 6'10", 230. Your center, your 4 or 5, whatever Musselman uses him as. But Jalen is big-time talent. Some people believe he's kind of a project. He's a little bit of a project player, but someone who has really high athleticism. He's really high on the ability list. But his short list is also, well, I don't know. Does he have a short list? I don't know that I've seen that. I know he announces, I think it's November, I think it's the 23rd is when he announces. He went on an official visit November 1st. That was his last official visit with Auburn. And supposedly Auburn is one of the teams that are like high on his list if he has one. But I know that they've been considered for a while. He's being recruited by Wes Flanagan over there. But Oklahoma State's also in the mix. No surprise being in Fort Smith. And then, of course, Arkansas, UConn, and Illinois. As of today, I feel like Jalen is a hog. I preference that mostly because with not Razorback basketball, but in general, high school recruiting is so tricky because of one and done. It's a lot easier to sell one and done at programs where you have a history of it. Musselman, who has NBA background, I think that's obviously what has gotten him in the door with Moses Moody and guys like Jalen Williams and Devo and I'm trying to think, the 2021 kid who's oh my gosh. His that's going to drive me crazy. What's that kid's name? Committed for the 2021 class, 4-star. I'll pull it up here in a second. But I think that's what's selling these kids. It's that NBA connection that Eric Musselman has. So they're sitting pretty still, even with more committing elsewhere. If you're going to ask me if it's a bit odd, a little bit, but it's not shocking. It's not surprising. Yeah, I know everyone wants to talk about Bruce Pearl. I'm not going to sit here and say that Chris Moore did anything wrong or that Auburn did. But, I really felt like this was down between. Memphis wouldn't have been surprising at all. I really thought Memphis had a legit shot. So, yeah, Devontae Davis is committed to Arkansas. And you've still got Gerald Dokes out there, Moses Moody, so on and so forth. This class is coming together really good. And even without Moore, they'll be fine. So, let me see if there's any questions here on basketball. How do you feel about us getting Jalen and KK? Yeah, right. Like I said, as of right now, Cobra, you're probably a little bit behind, or maybe I'm behind reading chat. As of right now, I feel really good about getting both of them. I think they both wind up being hogs. Could change. This one and done stuff. I hate one and done so much. I really wish they would adopt the NFL rule where you need at least, I would say 2. Make it 2. I don't know. The Penny Hardaway thing is annoying. It is annoying. Penny Hardaway is recruiting, and yet they've got the NCAA breathing down their necks. They had to suspend a kid. They challenged it. Then they were like, oh, nope, you're right. We won't. So now I guess that kid's going to be suspended. I don't know for how long. But Memphis, I'm sorry. You know there's something strange going on when they're recruiting as well as they have. I know Memphis has done well in the past recruiting, but not this well. And just saying, I'm not going to be surprised. But what are they going to do? What is the NCAA going to do? Look what's going on at LSU. There's nothing. They're not going to do anything with that. That is the cheatingest damn program in SEC basketball right now. The NCAA is like, what? What cheating? What are you talking about? I don't know. What? I'm just over here enjoying my Sam's Club drink. There ain't no cheating going on down there. Who cares if we caught him on his phone? God, NCAA, I hate you. Let's see. I don't feel so confident about Jalen. How about you? I do feel as of right now, I know that he's the one everyone's really curious about. He's your piece, man. I think he's the centerpiece between him and Moody. Got to get him, man. He's your big. He's your only big in this class. They need a little bit more size underneath. I know they're going to get Vanover next year. Again, I know he's also a little bit of a project guy, and he's got some things he needs to work on. But there's potential there, really high potential. He's rated really high for a reason. And I don't like overlooking those kids, especially out of Fort Smith. Let's see. How about Harris? Those 3-pointers this year. Yeah, so Arkansas and Auburn for Williams. Yeah. Is it the 21st? I thought it was the 23rd. You might be right. Let's see. Yeah, Duncan Powell, 2021. That's right. Thank you. You guys bailed me out. Thank you so much. Let's see, we play LSU on my birthday, and Jalen commits on my birthday. Gonna be fun. Oh, well, if they go 0 for 2 there, I feel bad for you, Cobra. I really do. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We dropped. Uh-oh. You've gotta be kidding. Uh-oh. Did it drop? Yeah, we're having some buffering issues. Hang on a second. The joys of doing this stuff live in your house. All right, hang on. We're going to let it get caught up. Is it back? Wow. It did, but it's coming back. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I spiked there for a second. Yeah, I think it's back. I've got good signal. That must have been. I think that was YouTube. I think YouTube had a. This. Yeah, it's good. You're back. Okay, we won't hang up. We won't hang up. I promise. Is it my Wi-Fi or your Cox that's flaccid? Nice. I see what you did there. Yeah, I don't know. That had to be YouTube. I think YouTube because my end was showing green. You know, OBS gives you the little. And it just stopped. I think YouTube might be having problems. Let's see. We'll sign 5. I'm predicting Jones and Joe will go pro. Ethan Henderson will transfer. Oh, I like that. I think that's probably how this thing plays out. If I'm going to be real, Ethan Henderson probably will transfer out. I could see that happening. I don't know what he brings to the table. All right. Also, before we get kicked off from YouTube again, Chaney. There's word that he could very well be back. He could be back pretty soon before Georgia Tech. I saw that today. Dial-up Wi-Fi always wins. Yeah, it's not dial-up. It's fiber optic. That's not me. That was definitely YouTube. YouTube had a hiccup. Because, again, I can see my numbers here, and I think my KB/S, whatever the hell that means, but I know that's your signal. It's doing really good. So, anyways. So there's a chance Chaney could be coming back. That was supposedly asked. Musselman was asked about it, and he was a little candid, but it sounds like there's a possibility. Leonardi got the Hogs on his bracket. I did see that. He has them somewhere around 11, right? That's way early. I wish he wouldn't do this I wouldn't mind if he did this going into conference play. I wish he would wait until conference play to do something like that. I don't mind the early brackets. Because they're just brackets. They don't really have a larger impact on anything, unlike, preseason polls and things like that. Let's see. Who you think, Yeah, YouTube's glitching out again. Wow. I don't know. We may have to cut this show short. YouTube is not being very willing. Who do you think will be the starting five next year? I'm not even going to go there just yet. I'm not going to go that far just yet. Does dial-up still exist? If so, who has a phone with dial-up? I remember dial-up. Any chances with Kyrie Walker? I don't know yet. I don't know on Kyrie just yet. Let's see. What's up, Dakin? How you doing, buddy? All right. So, again, Chaney could be back. That'll be interesting. You'll have a little bit of size. Yeah, we may have to cut this thing short a little early today. It's YouTube is not wanting to work. That's really strange. YouTube does not like you, Ty. No, it's cutting. It's bad. Yeah, I'm showing excellent connection, but man, it ain't messing up on my end, says Derek. You might be a little bit behind. So, all right, let's speed through this next little bit before we get perma kicked here. What was the other thing we were going to talk about? The LSU, the spread. Wow, there goes again. Wow, what? I don't know what this is about. It's going wild. It is just up and down. Comes back, then it goes. That's really bizarre. I don't know. It's disappointing. Yeah, it's back for a second. Okay, we're going to end it here. While I've got like a millisecond, assuming I even get it. The LSU spread, ridiculous. I'm going to actually pick Arkansas to cover the spread. I don't know if you guys are. I'm going to take them to cover the spread. Yeah, it's YouTube. YouTube is just not acting right tonight. I like Arkansas to cover the spread. I'm going to take that 40. I think it's actually 44. What's the drink, Ty? Oh, before we go, it is Wild Cherry Pepsi. It's Wild Cherry Pepsi. Never mind. Definitely behind. Yeah, Derek. You're a little bit behind. All right, it's going red. I'll see you guys later. I'll be. Oh, wow, it's gone. See you on Friday. Good luck.